$100 million.
$100 million.
It's among the most expensive celebrity divorces ever.
In a joint statement released by their attorneys, let's put it up on the board. We are sad that our marriage is over and we wish each other the very best for the future. While we are no longer married, we are the parents of two wonderful children, and their happiness has been and will always be of paramount importance to both of us. Great. Joining us this morning is divorce attorney Vikki Ziegler, who says the big payout could mean Tiger has a lot to hide. Really?
Oh, certainly. I think in exchange for the $100 million that Elin received, there's a lifetime confidentiality clause. And what does that mean?
Lifetime? Even after he dies, she can't say anything?
She dies. I think it follows her. So basically, no tell-all books, no Oprah interviews, never going to hear her side of the story. Remember, Tiger Woods went to Mississippi to rehab. He was supposed to have this cathartic journey, tell all to Elin. She knows more than anybody at this point, never talking.
Well, this is very disappointing because we wanted the whole, the whole story.
We're dying to know.
Okay, it's a big payout, but I heard that he's worth over $1 billion. That's $100 million, I believe, is 10% of $1 billion.
Yeah.
Which is less than $500 million, which is half, which I thought she would get half.
Well, Greg, let's
come back to reality.
Yeah, let's call.
They had a prenup, right?
It was alleged that there was a prenuptial agreement. Apparently, if they were married for 10 years, which they were only married for about 5, she would get upwards of 10 to 20 million. I look at it a little differently. She got 10 times what she would have likely gotten under the terms of the prenup if it was executed. Let's talk about Tiger's earnings. He earned $1 billion. He doesnit's have $1 billion. It's speculated.
He spent a lot of it.
Oh, yeah, a lot of dough on other people during the marriage, of course. But apparently, he has about $600 million. So there's a big difference between $600 million and $1 billion. I think she did well if you look at the law and you look at the fact that they had a prenuptial agreement that spelled out what she would get in the event of divorce. So really what happened is Tiger had to pay a little extra for all of these indiscretions. Word to the wise, don't do it.
Gotcha. Now, Vikki, let me ask you something. You think that she'll just get $100 million in a lump check, or do you think it's going to be spaced out over time, so the longer you keep quiet, you get a check this year?
I think in this case, she gets $100 million transferred into her own bank account. I think it's probably sitting there now. Normally not the case, but this is one of the biggest celebrity divorce payouts we've ever seen.
Kind of fast, don't you think? I mean, 9 months?
Right.
It's like on Redial. How quick? 9 months to really negotiate and hammer out the terms of somebody that is worth so much money with the public looking at it and the scrutiny. I can't believe it. And I have to really tell you, you really have to give applause to the attorneys and to both Elin and Tiger, because this could have been drawn out for years. You
mentioned the prenuptial agreement, which was essentially invalidated. I'd like to know how that happened. They're so romantic, aren't they, prenuptial agreements? Have you ever had clients come in and like, here's the prenup, and it's got to be a little disconcerting to whatever party is trying to, whoever they're protecting themselves against?
All right, I'm going to give you a legal answer. It's a smart tool for people that come into a marriage with a lot of money.
Yeah, not romantic, though.
It's not romantic, but it's smart. Look at the divorce statistics. 50% of the population gets divorced the first time, 64 the second, 73 the third.
It's not even worth it to get remarried.
Yeah, live happily ever after. You don't have to get remarried. You don't have to marry, let's put it that way, to live happily ever after. But the key really is that prenuptial agreements are tools for estate planning and in the event of divorce. And I don't think there's such a bad tool when people come together and have earned things before the marriage.
Interesting. Well, let's hope the kids are okay in all this.
And that's paramount, and that's why that statement is so important. It's really about the children, and they are going to be okay. We don't know exactly who gets custody of the children. We do know that they're both going to parent from the statement that was released by both of their attorneys, and it's really about the children, making sure that they're going to be okay in the future.
Vikki Ziegler, thank you so much.
Thank
Attorney,
you.
nice to see you.
All right, coming up on